Okay, so let's have a look now at moving off, and there's also stopping and using the brakes on here as well, but we'll deal with the moving off first. So basically we call it POM, prepare, observe, move, because it's an easy little acronym. I think that's the right word for that, to pass on to pupils. So we prepare the car, we observe, and we move, basically. So it's important to read through this and read through the order you should do it in, because as a driver you potentially do it in the wrong order, and it is quite important that when you're teaching, you teach from this book and you teach what it says in the book. So it's pretty important that you go through this. So just to say it quite quickly and sort of add bits that the book says, prepare the car first. So put it into the gear, which in this case would normally be first, but if you're going down a hill, be second or third, because you can use a higher gear going downhill. If you're going downhill, you also use the foot brake rather than the next bit I'm going to say. But let's talk about the flat for now. So put it into first gear, set the gas, around about 1,000 revs or thereabouts, just so it's ticking over, and then bring the clutch up to what they refer to as biting point. And they explain what biting point is, and it's a phrase that we use quite a lot with learners, so we need to be aware of that phrase, biting point. And again, as part of your practice, go out and play with this, go and see what it feels like to get biting point, because you obviously do get biting point, but I go on the road and I see people rolling all the time or not moving away when they're ready because they haven't got biting point. So I can't presume you get biting point. So go and practice getting the biting points. Just practice preparing yourself. So into first gear, gas set, biting point. A lot of people don't use the gas when they pull away. The reason we teach gas is some cars need it. Lots of cars nowadays are built to tick over only just so they pass the emissions test and stuff, especially if it's a Volkswagen. Didn't say that. So go and play, just press the gas a little bit, clutch the bind point, play with the bind point, pull it up a bit high, see what it feels like. Because as an instructor, you're going to need to feel that from that seat. Feel what it feels like or sounds like when it's a bit low. So a little play with it, up and down, have a look back. Have a think about how much you're moving that clutch to achieve above biting point, below biting point. It's a very, very small amount. We tend to call it the width of a coin, thickness of a coin, probably. It doesn't matter too much as long as you know they know what you mean and you know what you mean. So just go and play with that a little bit. So we prepare the car first and then we observe. It says in here, use your mirrors. So it's the middle mirror, left mirror, middle mirror, right mirror. Normally middle mirror first, but it doesn't have to be on this occasion. So left mirror, middle mirror, right mirror, and then we do the blind spot check. It's important we do a blind spot check, as I alluded to in the other videos, because like here we've got a fence, someone could be flying over it, and certainly if there's a gate there, then we would look over that blind spot. And then this is an important bit for your pupils is, and for you, that as the head comes back, the handbrake goes down, and therefore as soon as the handbrake goes down, you put your hand back on the wheel, clutch comes up another thickness of a coin, and the car moves. So it seems all very simple stuff, and it is quite simple, but it is important to go and practice this. That's the next bit of homework. Out in the car again. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, but I can't go in the car. Fair enough, but do it, you know, tomorrow or whenever. And you've got the kids in bed and all that sort of stuff, and I don't want you to get arrested for any of that sort of malarkey. So, so basically, take the book with you and practice what it says. So get yourself ready, look around, as the head comes back, handbrake goes down, hand goes on wheel, and then we move off. Practice that, because again, if you're not that precise with pupils, they tend to get themselves in all of a muddle. The handbrake doesn't go down, the clutch comes up, whereas it's quite precise, handbrake down, head forward, handbrake down, clutch up. It's all separate, it's individual elements, never doing more than one thing, so it's more difficult to get muddled up and get confused. So that just requires you to go out and practice that. So that's moving off, prepare, observe, move, go and practice that.